Robbie, it's been a rare week without a Tuesday night game for us. How's the week looked so far?
No, you're right, it doesn't happen very often at this stage of the season, so we obviously had the Lancashire Cup game here, so some players got minutes in that. And the rest of the players have had a full week's training, which on the back of the Sutton game is probably a good thing, so we can work on certain aspects of our game that we weren't happy with. And like you said, just frees up a little bit of time to have some focus on the training ground, but give the players not a breather, but you know, they're all carrying little bumps and bruises as you do, and just let them settle down as well.
Back in this place tomorrow on Saturday against Barrow. Obviously last time out it was a good performance and result against Northampton, wasn't it? Can we take a bit of sort of confidence from that game?
Yeah, I think we can. I think we played well that day. Thoroughly deserved to beat the team that are second in the division. We know we've not been at the same level sometimes, playing those teams in and around us or below us. So that's the challenge for tomorrow, because Barrow will be fighting for their lives. We need to make sure that we're firstly physically ready, which there should be no excuses with the week we've had, but mentally ready to really take the game on, be on the front foot, and hopefully get another positive result here.
The home record as well, we've not been beaten here in the league since October, I think it is. It's really, that's got to be a positive, hasn't it, for us? Yeah,
I think so. I think when we first came into the building in the summer, we wanted to make this place a very difficult place for opposition to come. Within that run, there's probably games where we could have won, there's games where we could have lost. So to get that sort of, like the stat that you just thrown at me there, I didn't realise it was that long, is obviously a positive. Now, it goes without saying, we would prefer more wins than the draws, that's obvious, but it does mean that this place is a difficult place for opposition to come, and we need to carry that on for the remainder of the season.
Just on tomorrow's game, what are your sort of thoughts on Barrow this season?
Yeah, good footballing team. It was a good game when we went up to Barrow, even though with the delayed kick-off and Henry the Hoover coming out and doing his bit. Yeah, a good footballing team, and with some good technicians in there as well. So it should be quite open, I'd imagine. Both teams like to get the ball down and play. So we've worked on a little bit of what we expect Barrow to be, but I reiterate, it's always about us, and like I say, if we reach the performance levels of the previous home game and some of the other matches we've had, then it gives us a really good chance to win.
How is the squad shaping up ahead of the game?
Very, very similar to what it was. So like I say, in the week we got some good minutes into players that needed some game time, so they'll come into my thinking. In terms of injuries coming back, Paul and Josh are the closest to, Paul Downing and Josh Andrews, both sort of at the back end of their rehab, but I think the game this weekend will come too soon for both of them. Max is still a couple of weeks away, so he's out of his boot with his ankle injury, but like I say, he's not on the grass yet, so hopefully in the next couple of weeks we see some progress with him as well.
You'll obviously want everyone available throughout the season, but especially at this time of the season and with the Saturday-Tuesday run that we've got coming up as well.
Yeah, and obviously we've got half an eye on suspensions as well, because the bookings for a couple of players are totting up, so you've seen that I've sort of utilised the majority of the squad. Everybody's had an opportunity to play. I don't see that stopping, like you say, with the Saturday-Tuesdays. Injuries will come into effect, fatigue, and like I said before, the suspensions will always be something that we have to be careful of. So so that game in the week for those players was really useful, because you can't replicate a match in training. I ask different questions of the players when they're playing in a proper game. But no, we're quite comfortable with the fact that we've got the players available, only the 2 or 3 missing.
And tomorrow, football clubs to show their support for that campaign.
It's very important. We feel that we're a very open club in the community, and anybody, no matter who they are, no matter what sex they are, what backgrounds they come from, should have the opportunity to come and support their team, and support them with no prejudice or anything like that, and be in the ground and able to enjoy it without any repercussions. So it's a fantastic initiative. I think we'd all like to get to the stage where we don't have to do these sort of campaigns, and You know, that was, I suppose that's further down the line as the Holy Grail, so to speak. But I think women have played a major part in my career. I think of my family, teachers have pushed me. So it's a game for everybody, and I think that's the most important thing. So looking forward to seeing everybody. Hopefully we give them a good game and a good performance and good results to take away with them.